So what's all this about Bitcoin? Well, back in 2009, a computer programmer, or a bunch of computer programmers, it's all a bit secret, decided to create a new form of money that wasn't controlled by a bank, a country, or an individual government. There's no printing of money, there's no printing of coins or paper notes. The money exists virtually on the internet. It takes massive computer power and computer programming skills to be able to create a Bitcoin, and those that achieve it are rewarded by receiving new Bitcoins. There are now quite a few service providers and retail agents that will accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. Why are you hearing more about Bitcoin now? It seems everyone's talking about Bitcoin in the pub, on the street. Well, basically it's because Bitcoin has been on an incredible rise in value over the last year in particular. Back at the start of 2017, one Bitcoin was worth $989. At the start of December 2017, one Bitcoin was worth just over $9,800, an incredible rise. So should you be investing into Bitcoin? Well, the problem for investors is that when something new comes along, it's really difficult to judge its likely success. Let me take you back to the late 90s when internet companies started to become popular. People were piling their money into these new .com.uk internet companies without any real idea of how successful they were going to be. But people were piling in because everyone else was doing it and they were scared of missing out. What happened after a while is that people realised that these new internet companies had no credible business plans. So people started to sell out rapidly, and the share price of these internet companies fell dramatically, and there was actually a stock market crash in the end, and a lot of people lost money. Some investors think the same sort of thing could happen with Bitcoin, as it's very new, people are piling in at the moment, scared of missing out, and we don't know what the true value of Bitcoin is eventually going to be. Looking at the Bitcoin price graph and how much its value has shot up, it looks really impressive, but if you look closely, there's been some really big drops during that period. If you've got into Bitcoin and bought it at the wrong time, you may have seen your money fall by over 20% in value. Pretty scary stuff. If you're going to invest in Bitcoin, I would say 3 things to you. 1, be prepared for very high risk. This is a very high risk investment. 2, be prepared to lose your money. You could end up losing all your money. None of us know what is going to happen to this new digital currency because it's not been built before. And 3, you should only really invest in things you understand. If you don't understand Bitcoin, perhaps avoid it, or if you are going to still go for Bitcoin, treat it as a gamble, because that's what it is. It's a high risk speculative gamble at this stage.